in the zone, rocking Atari's glow. Blasting Space Invaders, moving fast, never slow. Nintendo's next, he's stomping with Mario Flair. Jumping on Koopas, racing through the air. Off-grid's hauling, king of the virtual road. American truck, simulator carrying that heavy load. Cruising the highways from coast to state. Delivering cargo, never showing up late. Mike's battling hard in Castlevania 3. Whipping through the dark, setting spirits free. Trevor's his hero, taking down Dracula's crew. Mastering every level with a warrior's view. Greg's at the table where the pinball lights shine. Flipping like a pro, keeping that silver ball in line. Adam's family at Twilight Zone, he's ruling the score. Tilting and nudging, always coming back for more. It's time to get ready for the show. Off-Grid's crew, we're stealing the glow. Video games, pinball, we're setting the tone. Oh, Greg, Mike, never playing alone. Tournaments calling, we're ready to roll. Get hyped, get wild, let's lose control. It's time to get ready for the show. Off-Grid's crew, we're stealing the glow. Video games, pinball, we're setting the tone. Oh, Greg, Mike, never playing alone. Tournaments coming, we're ready to roll. Get hyped, get wild, let's lose control.
Just like that.
Just like that.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah, I was over here messing with my tablet trying to figure out what's going on while that's playing. I look over, there's 2 seconds left. I'm like, oh shit, gotta get it. So, hey, how's it going, everyone? We're back.
Hey.
We're back. It's that time of the month already. Not that way, Poe. Derek's here, and Mike the Gaming Gal's here. Good to see you guys.
Yay!
So Greg's back to his seat. He was having some technical difficulties at the window behind him, but he's back to the seat, so we're ready to roll.
You can see that blind. You can see that blind back there is hanging weird, and I was putting it down so I wouldn't have that glare. And they've been up there for 20 years, and that plastic crap that holds those up just gave away and knocked everything down on that shelf. I'm glad we weren't live. I used a lot of language just a few minutes ago. Angry.
That's what draws the viewers in.
The swears.
Oh, Joker's here.
Joker.
Here.
Hello.
And Poe's crickets are here.
Yes, they are.
The audience.
That's the audience. Now somebody's blasting their horn out there. You're getting all kind of great sounds tonight. Pretty soon we should have a train or two across the river there.
Nice. So, Poe, what you have going on since the last month? Anything exciting in your life?
We played some mini golf without Derek twice, so that was nice. Oh, I mean, sorry, Derek. Not really. I haven't really. What did I even put out last? Probably Tiger Valley, maybe. Never remember. I have ideas, and then nothing gets made, nothing gets done. So.
Well, there's just been so much other stuff going on, you know.
And I was cleaning up out here, and I saw so many games that I've never even opened yet that I have. You know, just sitting here. I'm like, I mean to do videos on all these, and it's just never going to happen.
Well, who's going to pay attention to this anyway? You know that you got a YouTuber that's stranded in Chile trying to find his airplane around the world. You know, you guys see that one? A YouTube influencer. He's trying to fly around the world. Young man trying to fly. I guess he flew over Chile without permission in a little Cessna until they arrested him. Then you got some lady stealing baseballs from little kids. I mean, the world's just going to hell in a handbasket. Ain't got time to watch us.
Yeah. Well, I feel like with it being Philly fans there with that baseball thing, we're lucky someone didn't get chucked over the edge of the balcony there. The bottom row. Philly fans, they boo and throw snowballs at Santa Claus. You don't know what Philly fans are going to do.
Oh,
I can say that because my family's all from Philly, so it's all right. But Mike, what have you been up to?
I know, like, I went down to, we have something called Foodie Land. I think that's like popular from California, and they come up here with a lot of vendors that have a lot of food. So we attended that, and then of course we went to the concert. Was it Christopher Cross, Men at Work, and Toto? So that was awesome. Yeah,
Nice.
seeing them and seeing a bunch of people get drunk. Yeah,
Nice.
old people.
hey,
Yeah.
take it easy. Take it easy.
I
gotta
didn't
get
know Greg
chucked,
went to that concert.
The canvas can do miracles.
Oh yeah, I smelled the smoke too. I'm like, oh, someone snuck in a reefer, and that's kind of hard because he had like a lot of police dogs sniffing to make sure you didn't bring the Maui Wowie inside. Apparently, a few people snuck it in because I could smell it.
Nice.
That was just a skunk that got loose in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, are people smoking during a Christopher Cross?
That's what you do. You bring your stuff in your backpack, but also put your pet skunk in there. So
Your-
They probably had their weed in Brian's underpants. Or was that just Bender? Was he the only one that did that? Gotta throw in some movie references. Yeah, but that looked like an awesome concert.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, really awesome.
Yeah.
And they still sing pretty good for being. Was it Christopher Cross was like in the 70s?
Wow. Yeah.
and I always
Yeah,
liked
man.
his stuff, right? So
Young
mellow.
fella.
So,
A young
and he was hit bad with COVID a few years back, so I didn't know if he'd recover enough to even sing again.
Oh yeah, yeah. He still sounds good. He can't carry like the long notes that he used to do, so he has like backup singers to do that part. But then when I seen was it Men at Work, the lead singer there, he was able to. He still sounds the same. I was like, wow, he can still sing still, and then carry the tune. He didn't have to have anybody helping him out. And
That's
then what was it? He had like a saxophone player. It was a lady from California that he had hired, and she was really good. And when she's like on this, she got stage and center, and everybody was like whooping and hollering. I'm like, oh yeah, the saxophone. They were popular back in the 80s, so that was actually pretty awesome to hear when they were doing the saxophone and all three musicians.
That's cool.
Awesome.
That's good too, because sometimes these people don't know when to hang it up.
Yeah.
You have Frankie Valli, great music back in the day, right?
Yeah.
But the poor guy, if you see videos now, it's like a few years ago, he was having problems with the lip syncing. Now, he's not even lip syncing. He's just standing there on stage, staring straight ahead, but his voice is coming up.
Yeah. Where was
It's
that
like
show at, Mike?
Ridgefield, Washington. It's the Amphitheater. So we went there. It's kind of a so we paid for the seats inside, which were not bad. I think they were like $80 a seat. But if you want the front row, those were like $200 a seat. And then if you want the cheap seats, they were $55. They're on the lawn. So they're on the outside. That's where we kind of smelled the smoke where that was coming from the people sitting with their lawn chairs in the back over there. So, but it's kind of worth it to sit a little bit closer because it's like you're sitting kind of way far away from what's going on. At least we could see the musicians and the lead singer where we were at, even though we were the third row. So they were the back seats, but still, I thought they were pretty good.
I'll tell you what, I went to a Skynyrd concert here in Kansas City at what you might call a moderately sized venue. It's not very big. It's not like one of the stadiums or a big arena. It's a outdoor theater though, a great theater. But I went there and I thought I was just really lucky to get like 6-8 rows back from the front. And I thought, this is great. Man, I'll tell you what, I couldn't hear for a week. and that's probably why I don't hear good to this day, because I think my ears rang for a month after that. I mean, that's the closest I've ever been to the front row on one of those. And gee, Merry Christmas, it was loud.
Yeah. You're so right. I remember going to a Def Leppard Scorpions concert, and I had front row. That's only because when I was in the Navy, we were able to get front row seats for cheap when I bought the ticket. So they actually put like veterans up front. And after I got done with the concert, both my ears, I had ringing. I couldn't hardly hear anything. And I'm like, oh boy, this is not good, because if they're giving out orders and stuff, I'm not going to be able to hear. So I told my buddy, you're going to have to write down what they're saying, because I cannot hear after we went through that concert. That's how loud it was. But this concert, when we went over, I was kind of worried about that too. But since we were in the third row, no, my hearing was all fine when I left it. But I can imagine the people sitting up front. Yeah, I need some earplugs,
Yeah, that's what I should. Some people told me that's what I should have taken, but I didn't think about it. I said, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about those ticket prices, Mike, and it made me think. Just the other day, I was watching a video. Of course, since Ozzy passed, there's a lot of Ozzy stuff that's hitting YouTube, and I saw a thing. It was from 1981, so it's the Blizzard of Oz tour, and Van Halen was opening for them. And before they started the video, they showed one of the tickets from New York City, $9.50.
Whoa!
Go see Van Halen opening for Ozzy. It's like, oh. Now you can't even use the Porta-John for less than $10 at one of these concerts. But yeah, it just caught my eye. It's like, wow, $9.50. But anyway, so that's exciting stuff. Greg, you have anything exciting that happened over this last? I know you were busy with family and stuff.
Oh, the kids moved into town. I mean, not into town, back into the state. They're on the other side of the state. But they can drop in a little easier. It's a 4-hour drive versus a 16-hour drive. So I got to spend some time with them. Of course, then this last month, I had my birthday. And that's why I was making fun of Mike with old people. I got 11 months and 2 weeks till I'm 70. So so I'm going to rejoin. But I'm 69 and we're celebrating. I told Cheryl, 69, way to go. That's a good year.
In 11 months, Greg will be 70, and in 15 months, the underwear he's wearing are going to be 70 years old. Same pair.
Wow. He's like the same age as Christopher Cross.
Yeah.
you come into this world needing diapers, and you go out needing them too. So, I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Hey, I want to throw this out here real quick. Not necessarily Mike's. I'm putting Mike's up there first because that's awesome. Saw Sabbath.
Oh, nice.
If anyone's looking at our chat on the thing and wondering what is with Fat Boys Gaming and Nonsense putting the same exact thing up 3 or 4 times, let me tell you, he's going to all 4 of our channels and hitting those thumbs up. He is a trooper. He hits all of our channels every time, hits a thumbs up, tells everyone that's in there. So thanks, Salty.
Yeah, thanks, Salty.
We appreciate it, and check out his channel. So, it's 69 and upside down pineapples. Nice. So,
go ahead, Mark. Well, I was going to say, we did it again. So I was going to just move on and say I did, I was a little late a couple times posting the pinball tournament throughout August. One weekend was the holiday weekend. The kids came up. One was my birthday weekend, so I apologize for that. But we did get some participation. Now, that last week, I did Taxi, and I kind of figured that maybe the participation was a little low because a lot of people may not have it yet. So, but what I did is I tallied up all the scores from all the week. If you want to know who won this week, you'll just have to look on the Discord because what I did was I tallied everything up. Same way Bart and I did it a long time ago when we just did tournaments, and we did a show together about those. And you got 4 points for first, 3 for second, 3 for third. 4 points for first, 3 points for second, 2 points for third, and 1 point for participation. There, I got that out. And the way it wound up, I added them all up, and guess what? You'll never guess anybody got an idea? Put in the chat. Who do you think the winner was? Who do you think number one was? And you know what made the difference? Participation. He participated every week, and that's what got Derek Pixeltorium.
No, it's going to be Derek now. Now that you said that,
Yeah, it's Derek, but not to be followed too far behind by Off Grid and Polo. Off Grid and Polo scored with the same score, so they would have had to do a playoff. Jabba came in next. I came in after that. Amused to death. Anybody know who that is? That's my bad if I don't.
I don't either.
Well, they must be looking at the Discord because that's the only place I put the password. I didn't do any YouTube videos on it or anything, so they evidently look at it. So they came in next. Ho came in sixth, and Gen U Wine. It's GENU letter U Wine. I think we know who that is, don't we? Somebody that's been here.
I'm not sure who that is.
Okay. Well, if you're either Genuine or Amused to Death, those are kind of cool names. Put it in the chat and let us know. But that was the standings for this month. Next month, I'm going to FX3. I'm going to FX3. You can play on any platform. You can cross-platform. It's easy to find, and most people have it and have all the games. So, I have not started yet. Had a busy day today. I'll do like I did last show. As soon as I leave this show, I will go pick up my Switch and I will start the game on the FX3, right? That's what it is. Yeah, FX3. It'll be Indiana Jones. It'll be Indiana Jones. Password will be G Parker. Now, don't go looking for it now. It'll be on after the show's over. Indiana Jones FX3.
Now, the only thing I'm concerned about, Greg, I don't know if you start it on the Switch. Can PlayStation and Xbox join?
Well, then I'll start it on the computer.
If you start it on PC, then everybody can join, but I'm not sure about cross-platform the other way. I could be wrong. I don't know, but just throwing that out there.
Now, before I want to get you guys' opinion. I said Indiana Jones. Erase that for a minute. Let's get some input here. Has anybody got a particular game they'd like on FX3 me to put up? Because I'll put it in the Discord too. So if you can't stick around or whatever, it'll be in the Discord under pinball tournaments. But you guys got an idea for an FX3 game? It doesn't have to be Indiana Jones. It seemed like
Indy is fine because I have that.
Okay, well, you got that one? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're good with that?
Yeah,
that's a good starting point. And you know what you could do, Greg, if you want to do, because Derek and I have been messing with it, but we can also, if you want to start with Indy, we could throw polls up. If we want to pick, 3 or 4 tables to choose from per week, and people could vote in Discord.
Okay. I'll do that for the following 3 weeks. But this week will be Indiana Jones, and again, the password is always G Parker lowercase, and again, it'll be in the Discord. So that's it for pinball news. Other than there's some cool stuff around the corner. I know Bart and I are both sitting here chomping a bit because we have some information you're just gonna have to wait on. But there's some cool pinball news about to break, and we can't be more excited about it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we are excited about it. Derek knows, but he's sworn to secrecy. So, but anyway, Mike, you got a video for today, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What's that all about?
Yeah, what's up with that, Mike?
It involves going to the bathroom, so.
Max, I'm in.
Some good content right there.
All right. That's what we're all about here. Anything you want to say, or you want me to just run it?
No, go ahead and run it. Otherwise, I'll spoil it.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Aloha, everyone. Mike, the Gaming Road Warrior here. Let me turn some light on. And today we're going to be playing. Let's see. Let me look at the title again. Poop Killer, Flesh or Die. So literally, I just bought this tonight, because I was thinking, like, what can I bring for coin ops and councils, aka the show? And I usually like picking either horror or something really funny, and this game actually looks pretty hilarious. And let me read you some what this game is about. It says, get ready for a disgusting dive into true 80s trash horror. Poop Killer. Flush or Die brings back the filthiest killer of all time, now in a crazier, bloodier, and absolutely hilarious experience. With an authentic VHS look, a gross-out horror atmosphere, and ridiculously disturbing story, this game's a tribute to the golden era of trash horror, blending scares, guts, and toilet humor like never before. If you already know the legend of the Poop Killer, you know that he doesn't forgive those who dirty the throne and run away without flushing. Now the question is, will you survive or become fertilizer? So we're just only going to be playing about 10 minutes of the game, and then I will stop it because I don't want to go any further. But I do plan on coin ops and consoles on my channel to record the whole game. You know, I was actually thinking maybe this would be kind of fun to do a live stream on. I'll think about it. I'm not sure yet, but it just depends because I'm busy right now working on my other channel, which is the Gaming Road Warrior channel. So I'll think about it. All right. So without any further delay, let's play this game. Welcome to the true 80s trash horror experience. Starting a new game will erase your previous progress. You want to continue. Accept. Poop Killer, Flush or Die. .616 Games presents. What's going on here? Cool.
Oh, please, God. If there's ever a moment I need you the most,
praying?
it's now. Oh, I recognize that I've not been a good person. And I know I must face the consequences of my actions. But I beg you, don't abandon me at this moment. I need your help.
Oh.
Please, my God!
Is it coincidence that right when that guy's showing on the screen, Mike's Gaming Gallus and Bliss?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh. That's not good. I think he died.
Prayers have been answered.
That's the end of the game, folks. We're done. Oh no. Oh, look at the cute doggy.
This world is rotten, man. Look around. Filth, smoke, rats running in the alley, cops beating up junkies, pickpockets robbing old folks on the corner, and everyone pretends it's normal.
Come on, Case. You've already smoked like 10 joints, man. At this rate, you're gonna finish our stash.
Chill out, bro, and sit down. Let's relax and enjoy some music.
Not now, bro. I'm starving. I think I'll go get some pizzas.
Pizza? You read my mind. That's exactly what I needed, man.
Come with me. Walking's good for you sometimes.
I'd go, bro, but I'm too tired.
You lazy punk. Alright, I'll go then. I'll be back soon, bro.
Man, you're the best, Bob. You know, you're like a brother to me.
What? Poop snake? What is this? Oh, this is basically a snake. Okay, that's enough. Snake game.
Come with me, Marley. Let's go, boy.
Marley! Aww, such a cute dog. Alright, let's go. Oh, that looks delicious. Look at that pizza. Hey, how's it going? Miss? Oh! Really? You had to fart when I went behind you. Yeah, you know, we have a pretty
She's
profitable
lost it.
business together.
Growing and selling weed? That's really risky, bro.
We're in 1985, bro. Even the cops buy weed from us.
Yo, I really need to smoke one. This work got me stressed out.
Come over to my place after work, bro. We'll smoke, watch some movies, and have a pizza, of course.
Deal, don't worry. I'll bring the pizzas. I should leave here in about 30 minutes.
Okay, bro. I'll wait for you there then.
Need to resurrect Case.
Haha, too easy. The smell of pizza is like an alarm clock for him. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, what? This area has an owner now, bro. You want to take a hit or just stay curious?
Sure, bro. But first I need to take a quick trip to the bathroom.
You can use the bathroom, bro, but the flush isn't working.
It's cool, man. I just need to pee.
I'm afraid to look. Oh no! No!
Did you take a dump or summon a demon in there?
You launched a whole biological attack in the bathroom.
We're screwed, bro. The poop killer is out there, and we just gave him the perfect reason to show up.
Poop killer? The hell kind of a name is that, bro?
Come on, bro. We run this area. He wouldn't dare set foot in here.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's here. The poop killer. Okay, R is reload. Alright, here we go again. We're gonna beat him. Oh. What the? This is gross. Seriously, man, I'm here in the middle of this shite, and you're just making jokes.
Relax, bro. At least now we're safe from that terrible poop killer.
Oh no. That's just nasty. No! Oh! Oh!
Oh,
It's lethal!
Nice. Nice.
oh, we waited this long. We're finally getting GTA 6 there, huh? That's what came up.
I was thinking there when the killer was manifesting, I thought it was going to be the poop demon from Dogma. I was waiting for that to come out. And then you just need the spray that kills odors quickly or whatever. Silent Bob. Oh, that's funny.
I think Bliss played that one of his live streams.
Mike's gaming gal decided to watch this show today at the dinner table.
Wait till the 4K one comes out. It's got corn, peanuts, and everything.
I hope you guys aren't eating shepherd's pie or biscuits and gravy.
Wow. That's crazy stuff. That's funny, though.
That game looks like shit.
I was not expecting a full head explode. Much better than what I was expecting. I expected like, just a splat and the dude's all scared. Ah! Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's funny. That is funny. Oh,
You can find it on Steam. I think I only paid like $2 or $3 or something like that. It's a really cheap game, and they're having DLC for it. So, I'm signed up
that's
for
where the corn and peanuts are coming in.
yeah, those are DLCs.
It's called the Running Edition, so I got the DLC.
Nice. That's funny. That's funny. All right, Poe, what do you got to compete with that?
Oh, no videos from me this week. Just way too busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do any either. Not for the show. I've been trying to mess with stuff. I was so frustrated. I don't know if you guys watch any of my truck stim stuff, but I have been I'll talk a little bit about this. I have been messing with the lossless scaling. I don't know if you guys have messed with that at all. It's you can get it for $7 on Steam, and basically what I did with both Truck Sim and X-Plane is I turned up all my settings to make everything look good, but then I locked the game down to like 30 frames a second, or with X-Plane I even went down to 20 frames a second, so my PC can handle it perfect at 20, and then lossless scaling does frame gen, and it'll put it out at 60 frames a second.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice.
the game only has to run at 20 frames, and then Truck Sim I was running at 30 and then doubling it to 60. And man, it looked great. I did a video with Truck Sim. It looked great. I did a video with X-Plane. It worked great. And then on Friday, I went to do a video, and it came out like shit. And I don't know what happened. It was not. I mean, it looks okay. It looks great, but there's stutters in it. And I thought it was because I added a new mod for economy mod, and I'm like, why would that affect the visuals? But I tried turning everything off, as far as, turn off the recording, turn off the head tracking, and I could not get the picture to smooth out. So, and of course I worked all weekend, so now tomorrow I got to dive into that, what's going on. But when it was working great. And X-Plane, it looks amazing. Even locked in at 20 frames a second, but then tripled frames to 60 frames a second. If you do the exterior view and pan really quickly around the plane, you can see some distortion around the plane. But when you're just flying, it looks immaculate. Just really good, really. So, and it's, like I said, $7. So it's cheap if you're trying to run any type of simulation games and stuff. It's worth it. I mean, it and you can also do scaling too, not just the frame gen stuff. So you can have it increase the resolution. So you could set your game, say at 1080p, but then have lossless scaling up it to 2K or 4K. If you had a 4K monitor, you could have lossless scaling handle that, and it's much easier on your PC to do that stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
It is pretty cool. So I've been messing with that, and but I had a little setback, and I was very frustrated. But I did have another mod I was trying to download, and it got stuck in the download process. And I don't know if that's just causing my American Truck Simulator. It's trying to fix that problem the whole time I'm driving, or what. So, but it is. Derek says he's been wanting to try it. It is worth it if you got a machine that can run stuff at medium settings pretty good. You can probably run it pump those settings up to higher settings and then let that thing do the work for you.
Nice.
So, and then related news, they're still in beta, but X-Plane 12 just released 12.3 in beta mode. I think it's open beta now. And so that's cool if you fly X-Plane. I've given up on Microsoft Flight Simulator 100% now. I'm back to X-Plane. It runs so much better and smoother. And I can start X-Plane, load up my flight that I want to do, and start with a cold, dark aircraft, start the airplane, have the engines running before Microsoft Flight Simulator has even got to the load screen finished.
Wow.
You could even start setting up your flight. I got tired of waiting,
Yeah.
literally like 8 minutes from when I click the icon till it gets to the menu screen where you can start loading a flight. I'm like, Jesus. So
Yeah, I've been playing that flight sim on the Xbox, and it's the same thing. It's probably even longer. It's like, good grief, it's horrible.
yeah,
Load time.
yeah. And I'm a little frustrated with people on Reddit because I had asked on Reddit beforehand. I'm like, the load times are killing me. Is it better on X-Plane 12? And a bunch of people were like, no, they're about the same. I'm like, are you insane? As soon as I downloaded the demo, I loaded into the simulator one time, and then I bought the actual game instead of just running the demo because of how fast it loads and everything. And X-Plane 12 looks really good. So it's
nice.
If you like flight sims, it's where I've been talking with Casey about it. Actually, he showed some interest in flight sims, and he's interested in VR stuff. So I kind of pointed him towards X-Plane 11, which still runs really good on a medium computer, even in VR. So, but I was hoping Casey would be here because I was going to tell him about something that I can't remember now. So maybe it's okay if he's not here because I can't remember what I was going to tell him. So that's what I've been up to. So I don't know what else we got to talk about. Is there anything newsworthy that's happening?
Your Tiger Heli high score.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was on the thumbnail too.
Yeah, I wonder why Mike wants to bring that up. Yeah. Well, it was a tight game for second. And I don't have the scores right in front of me. Mike, what'd you get? 38,000, something like that? 38 something?
Let me look at my phone. Oh, of course, my cat's sitting on it.
Oh, here I got that. 36,440
Oh, okay.
is what Mike got. And I was sitting pretty at 28,920 in second place till someone played last night after I was in bed. And then I'm pretty sure it was just to spite me because I'm at 28,920. Poe's at 28,980. So he got 60 points ahead of me, and I'm sure he died on purpose.
Was time to end the game.
I just got the wound, a little bit of salt, and then we're out. But that's still, I came in third. I got a top 3 finish. Poe got second there. Way ahead of Derek. We were way ahead of Mike's Gaming Gala. Just laid waste to Greg. Greg's score was way behind us. The list goes on and on of the people we beat in this tournament. So,
there is a collection out too. I just found out. I didn't know it's been out for a few years. That's Tiger Heli, and then it's also the console versions and PC versions, all in one collection. And you can get that on PlayStation 5 store and the eShop for Nintendo. Or Limited Run came out with a physical version of it. I think that's like $75 right now.
Oof.
Yeah. That game, I tell you, I'd never played it before, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's a fun game. It's hard, but it's fun. And, yeah, it's got some interesting aspects. It's not just like, you got the 1942 kind of feel where you're flying and shooting and stuff, but then you got the tanks that are coming up behind you. And
those suck. I hate that.
That one point when all 4 of them come up, you're like, son of a, and I'm always like, I think you did it in your video too, Paul. I go to the wrong side of the screen and drop a bomb so you don't get any of them. You're like, son.
Don't get any of them.
But it's
or you
get
your little support. You get your little support helicopter, and you got it for like 3 seconds before you're killed anyway.
Yeah. Look at Mike. He's a internet tough guy here. If we had an arcade, he'd kick all our butts. And he doesn't have one, so we'll take your word for it. So, but I did play it. I did play it on my Viper board, which I got fully working.
Nice.
I can boot into. It turned out it was a dip switch on the motherboard of the Viper was set into the wrong setting, and the guy from Thunderstick was talking with me. He said, "Just take pictures of everything you can think of." And I was taking pictures of connections and all the connectors and stuff like that, make sure something wasn't in backwards. And it happened to have that dip switch. It wasn't fully in focus, but it was focused enough that he could see it. And he's like, switch that one switch into the B. And then, boom, just booted right up.
Oh.
And I had someone in that Facebook group was having a similar problem. And I posted a picture and said, switch this switch. And the guy was like, worked, fixed it. So that was cool. I got to help someone out by proxy. I wish if I knew I was going to talk about this, I'd have had it prepared and been able to give a shout out to that guy at Thunderstick that was helping me out. He was a really good guy, and was exchanging emails, and we got it fixed. And boots. And what surprises me, my power button wasn't working. And I don't know, Poe. I know you haven't had a whole lot of time to mess with the Viper. If you boot and go into Viper mode, can you turn off with the power button, or do you have to go back to arcade mode? Because my power
I'm not even sure. I know I have turned it off in Viper mode, but that power off is kind of strange. It's kind of strange. It's not right away.
Yeah,
it takes a little bit.
I've held it in on Viper mode. I'll hold that power button in, and 10 minutes, it doesn't do anything. If I go into arcade mode, it'll shut off. And
I know they had an update to the update he had come out was last November when I was in the state of Washington, and I never did do the update. But one of the things on that, I think, was being able to control the volume to the Viper side without having to go inside, and I still need to do that update. So, mine, because I just got mine, it came pre-installed with the update, so my volume buttons do work. Nice.
The Viper side always did work for me. It was trying to get into the arcade side. None of my buttons worked except for the volume.
And now, what you had to switch your send-in gun, right? So that it's not for Android anymore. To use it on the button.
I didn't. It just worked.
Oh, okay.
I was all bummed. I took the gun inside so I could hook it into my laptop, and I was going to reflash it. And I'm like, dang it, I can't remember how I'm doing this. I couldn't figure it out, and I've gotten patient. I said, let's just see what happens. And it's working.
Nice.
So I do think, though, it works better in the arcade mode. When I'm playing on the arcade and playing those light gun games, I feel like it's a little more stable. When I'm playing in the Viper, it feels like it's a little punchier, if that makes sense. It's a little harder to control, but it is working.
Nice.
So, and I didn't do. I guess I had it plugged in. I was messing with stuff. I'll plug in the second gun and do a test just to make sure that I didn't inadvertently change something, but I couldn't figure out how to change it. So I gave up and said, well, let's just see what happens. I'm not going to, work on it for 6 hours and then find out it worked in the first place. So I think it was a little, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think it'll work both in the arcade mode and in the Viper mode.
Nice. Bliss just bought a gun like you. He bought the blue one. So
yeah. I was hoping he was going to be here tonight. I was going to ask him if he got his up and running. I know he was working on it. See how that's working out for him. And we got to try some online gaming. I did go on there. I connected to the network one time just to see what it's all about, and I could see other people that were hosting games. And it's like,
nice.
Cool. So we'll have to try that out sometime. See if we can play.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious if it's like we can play Popeye, and then we're basically you play, then I play, then you play, then
right.
And then what happens? We play Super Mario or Mario Brothers, and we're both trying to run around. Is there lag, latency, and all that, or can it even do it? But because that would be fun, but I would imagine the latency could be a problem with trying to play that. So anyway,
I got to ask Poe about that. What he's got behind him there, is that one of those new? Is that the latest Atari handheld?
Yeah, this will be coming out next month. That's the Atari Game Station Pro by My Arcade, and as you can see, this side, We got trackball, we got a D-pad, we got a paddle this time, and then over on the other side you have a number pad for your Atari 5200 games or in television games or whatever. HDMI out. They make another controller, a separate controller for it that you can hook it to your TV and just sit back and play. It's got a kickstand on the thing. So, yeah, pre-orders are up now over at Atari for the thing. But I think with I was taking a look at it with tax and everything, the thing is about $200 once you throw in tax and shipping on the thing. So.
Well, you know, Mike's Gaming Gala told me the other day that he was looking to get me into playing some Intellivision again because I told him I hadn't played in years and years. So, Mike, my post office box in Van Horn, Texas, just send it on out, and I can play Intellivision. So, yeah.
I want to ask Poe. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just reading this. Coming soon, unless you pre-ordered, then coming next year.
Yes, and the weird thing was, and I'm not positive about this, but when I did look, it sounded like I threw a guitar on the ground or something there. Holy crap. That extra controller, I didn't see it on Atari's website. I saw it on Amazon, but I didn't see this on Amazon, only on Atari right now. So maybe I just missed them somehow. I'd rather order from Amazon than Atari. But,
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking this coming soon part. That was Mike's answer to me saying he should mail me one of those. So I think he's saying coming soon, and that's totally separate from the other. And this here, that's not a no. That is not a no. What were you going to ask, Greg? We kind of jumped on you there.
Poe was talking about that handheld, but last time the show, I think you said you had a Switch 2 coming, or you already got it. I don't know if you missed that much.
Yeah, I have the Switch 2. I played it more when my son was home. We got it the week he was leaving, but I have played some stuff on it on my own. I have the new Donkey Kong. Haven't played very far into it, but we were mostly playing the new Mario Kart all the time.
That's eating a lot of my time lately. Is when I do have some free time. I got into that Legends of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and man, I'll tell you what, it's just hard for me to walk away from. I mean, you can just, I don't know. Some. I think Mike and I were talking about. I think 100, 150 hours. There's no. I bet I've got 80 hours in it, and I'm not even a 5% through it. I mean, It's just crazy. But something I was going to tell you about, two things about the Nintendo Switch 2. One is, I've been seeing a lot of people have been getting them at a pretty good price. Now, what's been going on is people that there's two different boxes that they come in. One of them's got the shows you that it's the bundle with Mario Kart on the box, and it's printed on the box. And that supposedly means that the game is already in the system. It's already, that Switch that you're buying has Mario Kart in it. The one I bought didn't have that. It just had a sticker on it. It wasn't printed on the box. It said this is the bundle. Well, it was a little piece of paper with a download code. Well, evidently people are opening these things up. Yeah, you got the printed on there, right?
Yeah.
So your game was already in there, right? When you fired it up, it was already there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening is people are getting the one with the little piece of paper and they're pulling all the paperwork out and all that stuff. And they're not paying attention. Like when I pulled mine apart, it was a good thing Travis is here with me because he said we both had one. He says, don't lose that piece of paper. Well, I guess people are opening them up and they're not finding that paper and they're mad because they didn't get their Donkey Kong, or their Mario Kart. So they're taking them back to Walmart. And Walmart is selling these things as open box for about $300.
Nice.
Now you don't get you don't get Mario Kart with it because it's the paper's lost. But still, if you buy Mario Kart, $69, $60, whatever, you pay $300 for that. You're still saving well over $100. So you might keep an eye out in the return section at Walmart of your local Walmart and see, because that's what I've been watching on this Facebook group about the Switch 2. The only other thing I can say about the Switch is they put out a demo on the store now for Street Fighter 6. And Travis came over today, and we hooked up and played 2-player on that. And I'll tell you what, pretty, it's a Capcom game, and it's, man, the graphics are great. The gameplay is great. I don't know if you guys play much of the fighter games, but that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and it's free right now for a download. Now, you don't get to play online. There's a lot of things you're really limited to characters, but and I think it's $39.99 for the full version, and then you can get the $69. You can get the one that has a whole bunch of DLC with it. And they call it 1 and 2. It's got season 1 and 2 of Street Fighter 6 or something. I don't understand all that because I haven't been into it that long. So there's some neat Nintendo stuff that's going on.
I do want to throw in it's not Nintendo related, but you just reminded me there with the people returning it and stuff, and you might get a good deal. The flip side of that is the Quest 3. Watch out. There is a scam going around right now with the Quest 3 where people are buying a Quest 3 and then they report that it was lost, that they never got it delivered. So it was porch pirated or something, that it was stolen, and then they get their money back, and then they're selling the Quest 3 on like Facebook Marketplace or something cheap because they just say, yeah, it's not for me. I'm going to sell it to you cheap. And then the person that buys it, it's been deactivated because Meta says that was stolen and it was deactivated. So if you're looking at trying to get a good deal on a Quest 3, be careful because it might be bricked because
that is kind of Switch related too, because the guys that were saying they were buying these at Walmart said that they were telling Walmart, I'll buy it if you let me hook it up and make sure I can log into it and everything works, because the same thing's going for that. People are using those funny Switch cartridges that will hold a whole bunch of games at some outfit. Matter of fact, right after that came out, Facebook was there's some advertiser just promoting those things, and I thought anybody that buys one of those is an idiot right now. They work on the Switch 1, but if you put it on the Switch 2, Nintendo knows how to know that thing's in your thing, and it bricks it instantly. And so people are doing the same thing. They're bricking them, putting them in the box, and taking them back to Walmart. So buyer beware, just like Bart said. It's, also buying used games from Vintage Stock and from GameStop and those places. Keep the receipt and take a picture of it when you buy it there, because if it's one of those phony cartridges and it breaks your system, Nintendo will give you a one-time, send them a picture to customer service and a receipt that you bought that game from a reputable place, and they will unbrick your system. But you got one shot at that. So buyer beware on a lot of this stuff.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, and speaking of Street Fighter 6, they're actually doing a Street Fighter movie. I saw that from IGN. And they had, for the character select screen from, what was it, Street Fighter Champion Edition, it had, the 16-bit sprite of the character they're going to be playing for each of the characters off the movie. Like, the actor, it got switched with the character, like Ryu had someone, and then... But what I could tell, Blanca looks kind of like Jason Momoa. I'm not sure if he's going to be Blanca on it, but I thought that was kind of funny. And I was trying to see who was playing M. Bison, because I remember M. Bison from the Jean-Claude Van Damme. That was Gomez Adams. I forgot what the guy's name, but he played.
Oh, I know.
Raul somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he played M. Bison. I was like, oh, okay. I wonder who they're going to pick for M. Bison for the new movie. But yeah, I saw that. They're going to do Street Fighter. And then also Knight Rider is coming out with a movie.
Yes,
I saw that in works. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're rebooting that. That's actually going to be what was it? The latest thing was there's going to be other 80s things in the same universe. That was an Airwolf and something else. Along with Knight Rider.
Yeah, I don't know about the Airwolf. I just saw the Knight Rider thing, so I'm not sure if they're going to be bringing back Kit as a Trans Am. They should just buy one of those Trans Ams and restore it, or they can make a fiber body kit for it. I know, like, was it Pontiac doesn't exist anymore, but you can still get that look. So that way, if you're going for that look from the 80s, fiberglass a car, and then there you go. You can have that old original Trans Am in it. And I'm kind of hoping it's not a reboot, but like a continuation where Michael, the original Michael Knight, gives the keys, to the whoever is going to be the new guy that drives the car, because I don't see David Hasselhoff being reprised as doing that again. That would be funny. I would actually go see it regardless if they brought him back, but I don't think they're going to probably bring in a younger actor in it.
I heard that the opening segment is going to be him swimming in his own puke.
He'll be in Germany, singing.
I just want to comment on something that Mike Gaming's Gala said. It's insanity that these companies can brick your system because of how you use it. Now, I don't want to make anybody mad. I see both sides of the story. I do agree you own something that you paid them money for. I've seen that side of it where, and then they turn it off on you. But then in their defense, and I've been reading these different forums and places on Facebook and whatnot and Reddit. Nintendo clearly said, we came up with a new terms of service. Read it. Did I read it? No. Poe, did you read it? No. None of you guys read that shit, do you? I mean, nobody reads that. I mean, if you yeah, I can believe Mike did. Okay, but they clearly told you that in those terms of service, and I do understand a little bit of wanting to protect your property. I mean, if people are able to get on your hardware, and this little game thing is a deal that you can plug a cartridge into this thing and it swaps the stuff right over, and you can put like 10 or 12 cartridges on one cartridge, and it's stealing, so I see both sides of it. The way you put that, Mike, I totally agree. It's you own that, and then they can brick it. But then on the other hand, they did put it right in their terms of service. If you do this, we're going to brick it. So if you read the thing, which I didn't, and I'm not mad at you if you didn't read it, but that is what it is. And it's going to be more and more prevalent. I think you're going to see it more and more prevalent as we go on with this. One of my biggest problems with it, and then I'll shut up because I got to get anyway, but the thing I hate these little phony cards that they're giving out now. Legitimate cards. There's no game on the card. It's just a key. They say the advantage to that is instead of buying digitally, you can sell that key to somebody else, and they can use it. So if I got tired of a game, I could send it to you, Mike, or send it to you, Poe. I could send it to one of you guys. But still, you think you're buying the game. You're not. If that online service ever goes down, Poe, you can pick up your 2600 games. It doesn't matter if Atari's around anymore, right? You can play it. Well, this ain't going to happen. If Nintendo goes tits up and you got one of these new cartridges, I honestly think even if you got a good cartridge, it ain't going to play. Because I know Mike and I have a different opinion on this, but I've looked into this more. A lot of your Xbox discs are just a key to open up that game. Because I put those discs in there and it's downloaded the whole game. It still took it to download the whole game. So I think they're all doing that. And I see Mike said something, but I didn't get a chance. Okay, but we...
Yeah, and I see what he's saying there. Yeah, to brick the hardware, it seems good. Blocking their services, I can see. But,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. I think all those companies have been doing shenanigans for years and years, starting with, when you couldn't make backups for your own purposes or your CDs, when CDs were all the rage, and you're like, no, you can't make a backup copy. We don't care if your 5-year-old likes to use them as frisbees. You get one copy. No, you can't make copies, stuff like that. And I always thought these companies overstep to try to fight off piracy, because they never stop it, is the thing. They do all this stuff and they end up a lot of times just screwing over people who aren't really all that bad, but anyway, I don't know.
Well, it's funny you mentioned the music. I don't know if you're a friend of mine on Facebook. I know Poe's seen him because he's clicked like on him. I got into it a couple years ago, back into vinyl, and I had a cheap record player. I went out and bought a pretty good one here this last year, been getting more and more vinyl. This new turntable I got, shouldn't call it a record player. You got to have an amp for it and everything, but it's a turntable. It's got built into it a USB port, and it comes with the software. And you can hook that USB up port to your computer or your laptop, whatever you want, and you can start this audio program and play that LP, and it records onto your computer MP3s just like the regular music. Even the little gaps in between, it'll divide them up, and you could copy any album you want as long as it takes to play it.
Right. Yeah. They'll
So,
make MP3s out of them right away. Yeah, and I agree, Mike. If you burned a CD, they didn't come smash your original, and they didn't disable your CD player because you're playing a bootleg copy of the latest Metallica album either. So there's there's that.
True that.
You could still use your CD player. Yeah. See, now we're on the same page with that.
Yep, I agree.
But anyway, and like I said, they do all this stuff, but they never stop this stuff. Lars went on his rampage with Napster, right, and all that stuff to try to stop the online piracy. And the only thing that really stopped it is when they started making the streaming services affordable, and people are like, well, why would I steal it now? Because I can stream it for $5 a month and I can get everything I want, and I don't have to go buy these individual songs. So
one of the things that's crazy with me with this vinyl is I had a great big vinyl collection years ago, and 2 divorces and 100 moves. I don't know what happened to them. And I'm paying more now for used vinyl than I did for the original new ones.
Yeah.
But I have found some cool places online and some cool places here in the community that I can pick up some vinyl. So I'm putting money back into it. But you're right. Cheryl asked me, she says, you're buying that album. I bought one, but I didn't want to open because it was so cool. And she says, well, how are you going to hear it? And I said, well, it's on Spotify. She goes, then why are you buying it?
See, that's one thing you got. One more thing you have in common with Poe. Poe has a big vinyl ex-girlfriend that he had for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a collection of vinyl ex-girlfriends, but Mrs. Poestyle made him get rid of it, I think.
Yeah, she came at him with a straight pin. Well, guys, I just want to say this real quick. I did get the through the magic of doing stuff quick. The tournament's up and running. G Parker, the password. I set it up on the on this very PC. While you guys were talking, I did that real quick, and it's only set up for 5 days. But I want to make sure I got it going. 3 will only let you do 1 day, 2 day, 5 days, 7 day.
Right.
And I didn't want to do 7 day because that'd run into me starting next Sunday. So it's set for 5 days. G Parker, it's up and live. Get on there, run it. And where's Kaos? Is he here?
I have not seen Kaos.
Well, this month's for you, buddy. If you watch this playback or something, because I did. It's going to be all FX3. So there you go.
All right. Sounds good. All right. We got anything else we were wanting to talk about tonight, or you guys just want to roll into final thoughts? We're over an hour at this point.
I just got one more thing. I was going to bring it up for especially since I have a few people here that like Atari. Don't forget, like on Audacity Games, they're coming out with a Rescue from Poseidon's Gate. So I'm going to be putting in my pre-order for that. So I forgot. I went and checked their website. I'm like, oh, that's right. That was from, let's see who the guy was. It's David Crane that made it. So I'm looking forward to playing that. I didn't want to spoil myself to see what the game looks like because I did really like Casey's Gold. I never watched the gameplay on that, and that was a surprisingly really good game. And I don't play too much Atari 2600 until I got like my 7800 plus. Now I'm playing a lot of the old games like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just wanted to share that.
Nice. Sounds good.
Well, guys, I just blanked my screen out because Cheryl came down. I do got to get upstairs. So I kind of said my final thought. It was great hanging with you guys again. Don't forget, we'll be running those tournaments every week starting on Sunday. for 5 days. FX3. G Parker's always the password. I'll be putting all this stuff on Discord. Thank you guys for putting up with me tonight, and enjoyed being here, but I gotta get.
All right, see you, Greg.
See you,
Good night,
Greg.
Greg.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right. There we go. I'm going to the bottom row.
Oh,
I did also see, if you're a Lego fan, they're coming out with the Lego Game Boy. Did you see that, Mike?
yeah, and it works.
So I just saw that, but when I clicked on the thing, it's not available. Not my thing anyway. I mean, they had the Atari one and then the Nintendo one. Those would have been more my thing, but at the same time, I know I would have never built them. They would have sat there. So
Nice. So you actually have to build the thing and then to play it? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, you build them, and yeah, like you do any Lego, I guess. I didn't look too much into it. I just saw it today, I think, or today or yesterday. And I know Mike's loves the Game Boy and stuff, so I thought that was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I thought when you first said it, I thought it was just themed, Lego themed or something, but it's actual Lego.
Yeah, you put it all together. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's an interesting idea. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
they had a really cool one for the Atari 2600 a few years back.
I
And,
saw that.
You,
Yeah.
you built the cartridges,
Yep.
and you built the system, and then the Nintendo one was cool. I think it had a thing to look like Super Mario was running across it or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that when I went to take my son to that Lego convention we went to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like tempted. I saw they had like the Nintendo ones there, and then of course, when I was like looking who was carrying the Atari 2600, it's an older gentleman, and I'm like, I even approached him and I said, "You're not buying that for your grandkids, are you?" And he's like, "No, this is for me."
Right.
And they bought the last two. That I was like thinking about buying the NES and stuff. So, but yeah, they had one. I'm like, ooh, but the price was kind of expensive over there. So they did kind of charge a little bit too high on what they wanted.
Yeah, those things are pricey for sure.
Yeah.
Lego. So.
Interesting. Yeah, I never knew they made any of those. That's cool.
Did
All
you see
right.
in a television one, Poe, before?
No, not yet. I'm sure that would probably be huge
Yeah.
in the community if they brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I might have to ask a knockoff company to do that one. Yeah. Mega Blocks, I don't know, something.
Or
Yeah.
Hyperkin? How about Hyperkin?
Oh, I just saw a video with some guy that I never saw before that showed up on my feed that was trashing the At Games 4K pinball.
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah, I watched that video, and he got one, and he said he bought the one that had 12 or 15 games on it, but the other games that he bought, a lot of times he can't play them, even though he bought them, and it told him to log in, and then he can't, and he's contacted customer service, and they're just kind of a-holes about it and everything. It was a good video. I'll find it and send it to you. But yeah, a lot of people in the comments having the same problems with that thing. So,
Oh no.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I haven't heard
funny.
anything
go
bad
ahead.
about it. I haven't heard anything from the two people I know. Derek has one, and Ed has one. And there's a bit of news. Ed put out a video, first time in months. Digital Victory. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. He put out a video on what was it, Pinbot, I think.
Yeah.
And, I left a comment under his video saying I'm taking partial credit for Digital Victory's comeback because he watched my pinball video and my pathetic gameplay and said something has to be done about that. I'm going to put out an instructional video. And he didn't say I was wrong. I'm not sure. But anyway.
Yeah, that's funny. You guys mentioned that. I showed you guys a picture when we went up to Costco today about the isn't it an arcade one up? Star Wars pinball table. So I think that's one. It had like 4,000 something odd dollars. And then I was like excited to check it out, like, oh, I want to play some of this, and then it didn't work. Like at the start, like, what the hell's wrong with this? And then that's the display model for you to play, and then apparently
is that not a Stern?
I'm
Is
not.
that not because they did that Stern Jurassic Park? That's the
Is it
home
Stern?
version. I think it is a Stern home
wait.
version.
I got a picture of it. I did take a picture of it, so yeah, let me look at it real quick.
Oh, Derek says his. While you're looking that up, Derek says his got stuck in a load up loop after the last update.
Yeah, I think the guy does mention something about that. I'll have to put up the video in the Discord if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, he wasn't too kind about it. He's pretty upset. So.
Yeah, you're right, Bert. It's a Stern, and it's for $4,799. So
yeah, so those are actual pinball tables. They're based on the real Stern tables, and then they they don't have all the bells and whistles.
no,
So
it looked kind of like doesn't have everything on it when I was looking at the play table.
yeah, and some of the stuff that, like in the real arcade game, might have 3D models of the toys and stuff that are on there. Maybe these have a 2-dimensional 3D printed kind of TIE fighter instead of an actual, sculpted TIE fighter or something. Stuff. I'm just making that up as an example.
I'm looking at it right now. The only thing they have is the Death Star, and that looks like it's been 3D printed.
Yeah,
That's it. There's no X-wings or anything. Just the ramp to go to the the Death Star, and that's it. Really basic.
Yeah, they take a lot of the bells and whistles out, but the basic rule set, I think, is still there. You just don't have all the visuals and stuff like that. But it's an interesting way to get into pinball without having to drop. Some of those tables are $15,000-$18,000 for.
Oh yeah.
The pro version and all that stuff, the ultimate and limited and all that stuff. It's like, geez, man, it's ridiculous. But I don't know. That's why my pinball, when I had my Joker's table, I paid $1,300 for that. Of course, that was like 1995, so $1,300 was a little more money than it is now, but it wasn't like $7-8 grand for a pinball table. So that's a crazy hobby. You see these guys that have a ton of pinball machines. You're like, dude, where'd you get your money?
Right.
Oh, and speaking of getting a bunch of money, I wasn't going to say this publicly, but Kelly and I don't know if you saw that big $1.8 billion. There was a winner. One of the 2 winning tickets was in Texas. It was split 2 ways, and I dropped a tenner, got me five lines there, and I won $4. So
Nice.
I might be too highfalutin to hang out with you guys now because
I thought you were going to send for us to come visit you.
Yeah, it was funny. My guy I work with, he was talking about a deal that he may get screwed out of some money for a property he sold. And I said, well, here, I'll share some of my lottery winnings. And I offered him $1. I'm like, dude, this is 25% of my winnings. I think that is generous. But he didn't take it. So, of course, I'm net negative $6 on the deal. So then I told him he owes me $1.50 for his 25%. And he didn't go for that either. But, yeah. Now I forget what we were talking about. Were you going to add some more about the pinball, Mike?
No.
Was it completely unrelated?
Yeah. Well, no. I was going to say I'm probably not going to pick it up. I mean, I looked at it like, this looks basic to me. So I'd rather just have the digital one if I were ever going to get a pinball table.
Yeah. And again, having owned two physical tables, and Greg could tell you if he was still here and didn't bail on us. There's maintenance to be had on physical tables. It's fun to have a real pinball table and all that stuff, but for me, the power consumption is through the roof, and so it's not really feasible to be off grid and running pinball tables. But there's maintenance. There's always something, a dead flipper or a pop bumper stopped working, or now they for the most part fit them with LED lights, so you don't have the light bulb problem as much as I did when I had my two. First thing I did is I bought I had like 3 or 4 different size light bulbs, and I bought like 3 cases, 3 6 or 8 packs or whatever they were sold in of each bulb size, because it was just constant. Oh, now that one's out. Oh, now that one's out. So light bulbs were constantly going out with all that. Is my story going too long? I hear cricket sounds.
That's Poe's audience again.
It's Poe's audience.
They showed up to his show in the garage.
Sometimes they come in here and join me. Hey, look, fella.
Yeah. But they are fun to own, that's for sure. And I agree with Derek. I think the V-Pin is a way to go, because you can play all kinds of stuff. And if they do things right, hint, Zen Pinball needs to start doing it. Zaccaria Pinball, their thing, I paid for the VR mod, but then I can put on my Quest headset, hook it up to my computer, and I can play using the controls on this cabinet. So I'm standing at my cabinet looking at it in VR. And if you stand just right and recenter, it feels like I'm actually got my hands on the table. It's really cool. It's kind of like buying that X Gamer thing, I guess, but I have a table. And I wish Zen would do that with their Pinball FX and Pinball M, so that I could just play it on this and use the buttons very simply. But you can't. You to play VR, you have to be on the Quest native, and I can't wire this thing to play through there.
Mike, if you're going to build one, I want you to get a 100-inch TV and build an Atari Hercules in your house.
I won't have room for that.
Yeah. And that's another thing too, because full-size pinball machines take a lot of room.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's even that one that we were looking at, a few months back, the Alice in Wonderland. It's the three-quarter scale or whatever. That would be really tight in here for me to do it, because this I'm using a 32-inch screen TV for the play field.
Yeah.
And I don't have a whole, when I'm standing at that, I'm right up against this wall here till I get wedged in there. So they are roomy. It takes a lot of room. You got to have a dedicated room, which we determined in my talkings with Casey about Flight Sim. We got talking about other stuff, and his game room that Casey, the Intellivision gamer, has is bigger than my house. So he has a pretty good size game room, and then I told him, I'm in a oh, that's what I was going to tell him, because he asked about my arcade room thing. I'm like, it's a 6x12, and he's like, that's just enough room for all the stuff you do in there. And I said, almost. There's almost enough room in here for all the stuff I do. But so for me, even a 3/4 scale pinball machine, I don't have room for it. I'd have to build an arcade room, which I'm still, someday I probably will, but I don't know. I may just insulate the crap out of this thing and build a shade roof over top of it and call it good, because it's all right. I still got my fly, drive, and then game. So it's all good. It's all good. But all right, anything else we need to talk about?
Yeah, All Code Games, they're getting ready to ship Popeye, Mike. All the 7,800 games that they four of them.
Yep.
The other day I got the thing to pay the shipping. So we're getting there.
Yeah, I just paid mine. What was that, like 5 or 6 days ago? So I'm like, I'm going to be getting it soon. Can't wait to play it.
Yeah, so that's exciting, because quality stuff from those guys. I didn't even open this, of course, yet. This was Goonies. You can't see it because of the green screen, but for the Intellivision that I got this year from them, and just top notch. The boxes have that magnetic end on it that closes.
Cool.
So really good stuff.
It's best if you want
There's like a cricket in there.
The cricket in the box.
Wasn't that a Timberlake song? Cricket in the box.
Oh, I got this too. Did we? I think I got this.
Yep. Saw that
after the show. So this was a Spirit Halloween exclusive, right?
Yep.
It's Haunted Halloween '86, but they reskinned some of it. So if you have that homebrew Haunted Halloween 86 on, it's available on Switch, or if you have the cartridge here, like Mike and I,
Yep, got that one.
same game but reskin, exclusive at Spirit Halloween right now. So thought that was pretty cool. And then the Haunted Halloween 87 will be coming out at the end of October that Mike and I went in on the Kickstarter for, right?
Yes.
And
can't
that's a
wait for
purple
that.
cartridge.
Nice. Excellent. That's cool. That is cool. All right.
Love
well,
the Halloweeny stuff.
I don't want to sound like I keep trying to end the show prematurely, but if I go, the show has to end, and I'm getting close to golf time on Sunday evening.
Alrighty.
So unless you guys have, I mean, I don't. If you got something to say, otherwise we can roll into final thoughts if you want.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so go ahead, Mike. What you got?
For final thoughts, yeah, I'm just I got done shooting, capturing the gameplay from my Parasite Eve video, and I did that was Friday. Then Saturday I finished up filming me on camera, and then today, like after we get done with dinner, I'm going to be working on the video. So it's going to take me a while before I'm done. This one's going to be long. I'm like, how many? And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, oh, dude, this might take 45 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be a long video.
Wait,
I
is
think it's
that,
going to be
that long?
What's that?
So wait, is that long?
That's long.
That's just one of my gameplay videos.
Now, typically, it doesn't go that long. My videos are either 8 minutes, 12 minutes. I know my other two, when I did Turtles, that was like 23 or 24 minutes long. So, but yeah, when I was finishing up the touches on the script, I'm like, dude, this is going to be like a 45-minute video. All right, because I had a lot to say about it when I'm like jotting my notes down, like, oh, I like this, or I didn't like this on the game. But yeah, there's a lot.
Nice.
Now, when Poe tells Mrs. Poe he's going to go long, he's saying 45 seconds.
It's tough. I'll do it.
Sacrifice himself. All right. So that's cool. Is that it?
Yep.
We moving to
that's
Poe? Because look at this fanciness. I am a pro producer. What do you got, Poe? What are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I'm going to try to get to some of these games that are playing around here. So get to playing it because October I would like.
Is this
Right?
a recording? It's the same.
It's been the same every show for the last 107 shows. And I'm finding games that I bought at Pittsburgh Gaming Expo from 2 years ago that I never took out of the bag. So, yeah, I probably might be going to that before our next same weekend as our next show, live show, I think. Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. Still haven't made the choice. Other years I bought the badge right away. And this year, I've just been, I don't know. Bliss is going to try to make it there. I know Game Clause is going to be there. So I think John Riggs will be there again, third year in a row. So I might go. I didn't put back any money this time at all to spend there. So, which is probably a good thing because I'll just end up buying stuff that I bought last year or the year before that's still in a bag sitting here somewhere. But I might just spend more time playing arcade cabinets and pinball there this year if I decide to go. I only got like 4 weeks to make a decision here, so
You should go. You should go.
He'll decide on the 3rd.
Yeah. Or last moment.
And then all the Halloween stuff coming up for October, so got a lot of stuff that I could play. I should play. So.
Yeah, that's true. It's time to start rolling into some spooky game season.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, every year I plan on doing it, and then by the time I get one out, it's November already because I didn't pre-record it in September or whatever, So
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I hear
funny
that.
you mentioned that because I was thinking about that. Like, oh shoot, I got to come up with. I'm gonna do 2 games for Halloween, NES stuff. So that's what I'm planning on doing for October too. So you got me to thinking about that. Like, I need to do a Halloween type of video.
Right, because then we're gonna have what is it October or November? The new Terminator 2D
Oh yeah, yeah.
game will be
I'm gonna
coming
get
up.
that.
So yeah, that's gonna be friggin' sweet.
Nice. All right. So, yeah. Is that it then? Are we good?
Oh
So
yeah,
that'll segue into our next show. Will be what, the 5th, right?
yeah.
Yep.
October 5th.
October 5th, 4 weeks from tonight. And yeah, we'll talk some spooky stuff. We're in the spooky season. Kelly and I are pretty much always in the spooky season. We watch horror movies more than anything else. Went and saw the new. That'll be my final thought. Went and saw the new Conjuring Friday. Pretty good movie. Slow start, but it ends strong. Really good. I enjoyed it. Was in those fancy seats. I'd never been in those before. They wobble around and rumble.
Oh yeah, the D seats.
Yeah. I tried to blame the rumbling on the Taco Bell, but we had Taco Bell after the movie. So, but good movie. If you like horror movies and you like the other Conjuring movies, you'll like this one. So, pretty good stuff. So yeah, I think we're good. Just
Oh, I got one more thing, Bert. I forgot.
okay.
I'll be putting I know, like for the poop killer video, I will put it on coin ups and consoles, like the full playthrough. I just got to edit it after the show, and then I'll put it up there hopefully tonight. So the
Nice.
full length video will be on there.
Nice.
Nice. No one likes to cut a poo short. You gotta get it all done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, I like to pay attention to this poop videos Mike brings out. So Casey will be live tomorrow night. So I'm gonna have to watch you earlier, watch you, and then watch Casey. So,
All right. Yeah. All right. I guess that'll do her then. I'm gonna go play some golf. And thanks for watching, everybody. Let's see who was here. Mike's Gaming Gala, Derek. They were here from the get-go. Of course, Kelly's here. Joker was here. Who else did we see in the chat? Salty was here. Made the rounds.
Yeah.
I think that's about everyone that chatted. There were other people. I can see the number of people that were here. There were some people that's just kind of lurking and watching. So thanks for being here. And yeah, we'll catch you in a month, 4 weeks from tonight.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and roll the outro. So wait for
Roll
the
it.
whistle. Wait for the whistle.
oh yeah.
I forgot to click the